Hello guys, welcome back to Unity Gurus. My name is Mahin and this is lesson 3. So let's get started. One issue you will notice that if I immediately click the button, as you can see when I click, so it doesn't get enough time to move back into the screen like this. So to do that, we have to define a variable so that we have enough time we gave enough time this ball to come back in. For that, I would like to make a new variable. Go to game manager and public boolean ready to shoot. If it is ready to shoot, then only we will shoot the ball. And here also ready to shoot, then we will shoot this object, and we will make a new enumerator here so that we will get enough time, and I will make a new enumerator set ready to shoot. I'm using 2 seconds. Yield return new wait for second. I'm using 2 seconds, and then game manager. Okay, one more thing. Right now I cannot I need to access this variable. To access this game manager, I need to use this a reference to this script here, but I'm gonna use the singleton design pattern so that I can access this from everywhere. For that, I will make a public static game manager, call this instance, and in the awake method what I will do, instance is equal to null, then instance equal to this, else destroy this dot game object. So now I can use that game manager script from any script using this method. So to use that, I can use that like this: game manager dot instance dot set ready to shoot is equal to true, and when this ready to shoot is true, now we can shoot the ball. So let's test this. In the start method, I would like to keep the ready to shoot is equal to true, and next we will call this function from here, start coroutine set ready to shoot. Okay, and next I need to set it false when we have shoot the ball. Okay, here where we have released the ball, set ready to shoot is equal to false. So now this we will take 2 seconds this ball to set to shoot the next ball. As you can see, it is now taking 2 seconds to play this animation, and after that I'm able to shoot the ball. Next we need to check how many ball we can shoot in a level. For this we need define a public integer total balls, and as we shoot a ball we will reduce one from here. So total ball minus minus, and if total balls are less than or equal to 0, then check game over. For now I'm just printing if game over. Okay, and now I need to define how many balls I want. I want 5 balls. Next we need to check whether the level has completed or not. So if all these cans will fall on the ground, then the level will complete. So to do that we need to check whether these cans have hit with this collider or not. So to do this we will require a boolean has fallen, and if this and this will be true if this can will hit the ground. For that we will use same method which we will use for ball. On trigger enter, collider other, and if other dot game object dot compare tag is resetter, then has fallen is equal to true. So each time a can will fall on the ground, he will check if all the cans on the grounds or not. So to make this function, public void ground fallen check, and here we need to check we need a boolean function to check if all the object has grounded or not. So for that we make a boolean function all grounded. Okay, so how can we check if all the objects are grounded? So if this boolean is checked is true for all the objects in for the each child object of this group, then we can say that all the can has fallen on the ground. We have hit all the objects, and now we need to load the next level. So for that we also need to reference for this group set for the parent object so that we can access them. So for that I will make a public game object and array can set group, and also I need a integer current level so we can check on which level currently we are. So we need to access the transform. Current set will equal to can set in the all group in current level dot transform to check for all the child object of this group. We will use for each transform t in the current set if t dot get component type can dot has fallen. Okay, I didn't make it public, so to check this we need to make it public. Dot has fallen is equal to false, then return false, or else otherwise return true. So what this will do is will go through each can objects and check if they has fallen is true or not. So if this has fallen is true for all the objects, that means we have successfully hit all the game objects and we can now move to the next object. So here we will check if all grounded. If we have successfully hit all the objects, then load next. To checking, I will just print load next. Okay, and we need to call this function each time a can object hit the game object. So, and here we will call this function game manager dot instance dot ground fallen check. Okay, on the game manager we need to define our set groups here. So I mean just drag one here, 2, 3, 4. We will make these groups later. So let's check. If we successfully able to do this, we will see a print here. I will hit on the side. Okay, 2 are down, and here you can see load next level. That means we have successfully hit all the 3 game objects. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Okay, you can download the source file of this object from the description. If you have any comment or query, you can ask me in the comment section below. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel so that you can get notified next time I upload any video. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.